Is Space Marine 2 out of date? Let's take a look.
Is a bit strange, it's counterintuitive, but it absolutely is a good thing, even though some may say that Space Marine 2 has got a problem, and it's a problem that is showing up in some Steam reviews. Here's basically the deal. The largest live games in our industry have a new season every 10 or so weeks, and that means a whole new battle pass. Full of exciting rewards, new maps, new modes, new heroes, new everything, masses of customization options, hundreds of sprays and character portraits. And as much as Fortnite trucks
I
up,
mean,
we've
it's
seen
cool,
enough
no, but
examples to know that that's often unsustainable.
really depends on how you make
Every
it.
company is here in the industry trying to target the same psychological hooks in your brain and monopolize your attention
Morphos?
to make money. Funnily enough,
Foremost,
those just
holy,
get less
I'm
effective
dying. I'm
because
sorry.
everybody's trying the same thing, and that makes Space
Oh,
Marine
the
2
Mercy one looks
different
nice.
because everybody's trying the same thing. And
Is this the newest skins? Okay, I'm pretty sure I'll see this in a lot of the, you know, wallpaper engine and other videos. That skin looks nice though. I was gonna say, didn't I hear that because, or not, maybe not because Marvel Rivals is taking over Overwatch, but I heard that Blizzard's actually hiring, like official Blizzard's hiring NSFW artists. So that's gonna be interesting to see if anything improves in Overwatch. But so far, I heard like majority of people moved from Overwatch to Marvel Rivals. I have the game actually. I have it downloaded even, and I already had it for like a couple of weeks. I have not played a single game yet. I still need to figure out if my friends want to play it because playing solo kind of sucks, or at least personally. So yeah.
Space
Anyways,
Marine
let's get
2,
in.
an easy to praise game. It is a live service that does not
Honestly,
nickel and dime you. It has got no
it's a great game.
battle
I loved it.
pass or timed deals in a rotating store. It has a business model that Saber nailed with World War Z. World War Z came out 5 years ago. It was an epic.
World War Z was actually fun.
It's had 3 premium content editions.
I bought World War Z a while back. I believe maybe last winter sale, not this one, the previous one. It's actually fun for what it is. I bought it for like very cheap. It was quite enjoyable. There's a ton of zombies. That's the whole like shtick. It's like you have a million, like not million, but like like thousands of zombies coming. It looks really cool. It looks very nice. But also, I think after a while it does get repetitive.
5 years ago. It was an Epic exclusive for 2 years. It's had 3 premium content editions since, along with continual free support that has not stopped. Space Marine 2 looks set to get similar, but it's fair to say there's a segment of the audience that don't exactly know what to make of it. When I say it's a different live service, this is what I mean. Take a look at this. This looks like a live service roadmap. And it is that, but it also doesn't really work like any of the other ones. Space Marine 2 is a seasonal game, but not really
Pistols and more cosmetics.
Seasons. Each season does bring new gameplay content that is free, right? And along with that, there will be cosmetic DLC. But the season pass isn't really what you would think based on what a season pass used to be.
Skin,
it's
cosmetic
just you buying a
skins,
season's
etc.
worth of cosmetics at a bundled price. And unlike almost every other live service, you buy it on Steam. Now that does have the downside. If you go to that store page, you click the Show All DLC button, and you have conniptions. But do you know what it isn't? It's not a button in the game UI saying, "Hello, money me now," which is certainly pretty damn refreshing. It's not what a lot of modern gamers expect.
I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, it's whatever.
It's been ongoing since November. It added 2 PvE operations that take place
to make it easier, but I guess it's a bit more predatory.
New enemy type, new difficulty, as well as a gigantic melee.
Bro, I was struggling on the last difficulty. Like, what was it? Ruthless? I think I was playing Ruthless with my friends, and I was not, like, I was playing PvE, and I was getting my ass kicked. I was, to be fair, I was like level 15, I believe, when I was playing, and maybe our team comp was not the best, but I was like, it was crazy. Like, all the regular enemies just hit you, like, I think it's 3 hits and then you're down or something like that. It's crazy. But still, I think we just swapped to the lower difficulty after that.
Well as a gigantic melee,
just got our asses kicked.
an islands update that will let you complete your chapter designs. That's brilliant. It is new content, it's free content, and it did come along with some stuff you could buy. There's a $9.99 champion cosmetic and weapon.
Yeah, if you want to buy it, you should. If you don't want it, then for sure.
Alongside the $4.99
also, the cosmetics here look really nice.
Those are included in the $39.99 RRP season pass that was bundled in with the deluxe and the gold edition.
Especially if you're into Warhammer, it's so much lore, so much like lore accurate things. It looks amazing.
But here's where it got weird. Looked a bit closely.
What's up?
I saw that some people aren't pleased and they're a bit confused. This is a real
About
Steam
what?
review from that $9.99 Dark Angels pack. I'll read it verbatim. Quote, "Granted, the skins are good, but the gaming industry as a whole has moved on to expect more out of a live service title. Do better. The weapon skins, while they look good, are just not in the things that I run." That's a negative review, and it's one of many negative reviews, in fact.
Somewhere they shouldn't have to grind out cosmetics. I just bought them for real money. I already grinding at work, so I can buy them in the first place. Actually, maybe I wasn't really progressing because I got the basic edition of the game. I actually used Humble Bundle and I have like 20% off. So most of the games, $60 games, are like 42. I want to say 43, something like that. So I bought it, and I'm not sure about anything else that's going on here. So it seems like you have to buy it and then also still do the currency for it.
The Dark Angels pack currently sits at 58% on Steam. That was at the time of writing. Last time I checked, it was at 54%, and the Ultramarines pack is at 41%. For a game that is itself beloved, that does raise eyebrows. So what's the problem? Let's examine.
Well, people don't like
the Dark Angels pack says it's got over 40 cosmetic items and decals. These are pauldrons, greaves, and helmet variations for various Dark Angels chapters. There's a power sword, plasma pistol, and auto boat rifle skin, and you get a champion skin, which is basically just a single non-customizable character. That is not massive. Now, based on the amount of money that you could spend on a single
for $40, I guess,
live service game, well, yeah.
Or is it $40? Is it $9 or what?
But this is a game that you paid full price for, so I don't really think that is a fair comparison. But of course, what many people, that reviewer included, were thinking is, you're saying I get a skin style, but it only applies to like a few weapons instead of everything? What's going on? And that's the thing. Compared to a lot of other live service games,
Godzilla? You play as Godzilla now?
People are used to an absolute barrage of things on the rotating store,
Holy.
as well as
wait, you have to pay for music too?
Unique, bespoke content made for that season pass. And the truth is, for a lot of modern gamers who grew up in live services, this makes them feel uneasy because it is less than they are used to.
Yeah, I guess it's less value, quotation marks.
Even more strange is the leaks, because the leaks showed what were planned, and it very much is not what most live service games, well, do, and what most live service gamers expect. Saber since talked about things more officially at the start of 2025, but data mined leaks show details through to Season 9. At their current rate, that would be
Season 9?
2026, and what it is what you'd expect if you looked at World War Z. It is slow. It is steady. You will be getting quarterly cosmetic packs for each
they're not gonna get
Space Marines chapter. Season 6 is to be focused on chaos. There's going to be more gameplay updates throughout the different seasons. There were further leaks suggesting a battle barge expansion.
Yeah, I don't think they have like such a huge studio to like constantly keep pumping money into it. Because I would understand if like all live service games, a lot of them, they have a huge studio, but they also make a lot of money to afford to be able to make even more money, right? Because for this one, I would assume that Bellular is not gonna be able to do all of that with their less money that's gonna be coming in. Because I don't think so many people will be buying all those costumes and content and DLC and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I totally understand it.
That will mean new challenges, new rewards for playing PvE missions. But for a lot of people, well, what if you love Space Wolves? Well, tough luck. It does appear that you'll be waiting until early 2026 to be able to buy some Space Wolves. That could really suck for you if you love Space Wolves. But you know what it'll suck even more for? The executive types. Because if this was some other sort of live service that runs the way that we expect and see them all run, they would be wanting to sell you Space Wolves right now, because the line must go up right now. So when we look at Saber's plan, it is hardly the "we need money right now, juice the numbers every quarter" that we are used to from the incumbent live services. They'd ship vastly more cosmetics and often, more unique cosmetics. People will also think, Space Wolves will come out, but what if the weapon pack doesn't include the weapons that I want? These are legitimate problems on both sides, but often problems are the price that we pay for something else. And that is where this interview with CCO and ex-id, as in Doom Eternal, Doom, that id, executive Tim Willits comes in. So here's the dynamic that
Space Marine 3
has driven sales for them. Quote, "There's always one guy that says, guys, come on, there's new stuff coming up. Then, okay, So 3 other people are like, it's only $5, let's buy it. And so you get this kind of group FOMO thing going on that really
That's
helps.
cute.
And
I guess it makes sense.
So much success with that model. That's what we'll do.
I guess it makes sense. Yeah, if you're in a group of like 3 people and 2 of them are running good, good gear or like good looking gear, then you're like kind of bullied into buying it. It's not that bad because it's so such a small price. But yeah, I totally understand it.
Okay, so yes, he said
that's kind of how I felt when I was trying to get a good setup going, like a good decorations, versus my friend that bought the deluxe edition, where he already had a bunch of things unlocked, so like he could do even more cool stuff.
Well, that is obviously one of those words that for us conjures up a in-game store saying, hey, this is a thing you want, but it's only going to be here for 2 days, and that's because we want your money now. The type of FOMO he's talking about is the natural FOMO, as in, this game is on sale, it's had new content over the last while, my friends want to play it, sure, I'll go and buy it so I can play with my friends. That's the healthy kind of FOMO, that's fine. Now, yes, the skins do actually sell, but this is where not being a free-to-play game is absolutely goddamn killer. This is the difference. This is really the reason why I decided this video had to be made. If you come back to the game in 6 months or 12 months, there will have been free updates. Those updates will give you new content and new reasons.
Yeah, I'm just looking for more PvE stuff, because I believe in the launch it was 5 missions. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 6 that you could do. And after you run them for like 2-3 times, you already know the exact layout, you know everything, or majority of things. You just have to play better and increase the difficulty. That's all you can do, and then hope for all those spawns for samples and stuff to like upgrade your weapons and such. But yeah, I guess it is what it is.
Sure, it won't be a massive amount of content, but it will be content. And like World War Z, the ongoing service is of course geared towards co-op. There are skins and the season pass, and those will play a large financial role. But unlike so many other games, this is a developer that earns money by selling people their actual game. That is the key insight from Tim's interview. He was talking about the idea that,
I guess it makes sense.
if you have a really good time at the game and we add free content and then you want to play the game, but there's lots of great co-op content and the game's also on sale, well, you're going to get your friends to come in and they're going to buy the game. That is not how other games like, say, Overwatch make money. If you convince the old crew that it's time to go play Overwatch,
Overwatch has battle passes, right?
A single penny until somebody buys a battle pass or whatever it may be. And that is important because we actually want companies to make money by selling video game content. Because if they make money by selling video game content,
they'll keep doing it.
Wait,
is that the avatar?
Because if they make money by selling video games,
that's cool that they have the avatar. That's Genji, I assume? I don't know who this character is. Arisa. Kimiko? Nice, that's actually cute. That is cute though. They're doing collaborations now, like big name collaborations. Interesting.
Content. Funnily enough, the incentives will be to make more video game content instead of not, which is what most of the industry has been doing. Now, in a way, you could say that this model...
I mean, cosmetics are also great, honestly speaking. If you really enjoy the game and you want to, oh, that gun looks amazing, I've got to buy it or something like that, that's totally fine. But, I would love for companies to actually release more content, and then even if it's paid content, it should be fine, as long as the content's good,
Not fun to live service.
But
that
let
is
me know what you guys think.
As the Steam review that I picked up on earlier expected. But unlike so many other games, Space Marine 2 is not waging war on you. It is not trying to monopolize your attention. Though, if the data mined roadmap had you feeling a little bit down, hang on, because there is actually some good news on that front. Space Marines 2 strategy was based on World War Z. World War Z was a premium game that was once given away in the Epic Store and again was given away on Prime Gaming. However, its RRP was much lower than Space Marine 2. Now, we know that Space Marine 2 sold real well, and we also know that it had a high average sale price because it was actually an expensive game and it had the premium advanced access. Now, shortly after launch, Tim, who I mentioned earlier, told
IGN to know what
this,
RRP is.
Our game director, Dmitry, I'll, not butcher his surname,
Grigorenko?
he has proposed some story ideas that could either be DLC or a sequel. That's exactly what live service games do not do. It's what some people on the Overwatch team really wanted to do with Invasion, with PvE.
Yeah, story missions would have been nice.
Of course, the business interests killed that and fired all of them. This is a company that is actually in the business of selling content. The other game companies, they are not always in the business of selling content. They are in the business of managing, to use an analogy, a sport, so that they can monetize everything around that sport.
But I mean, yeah, but people are used to it and that they want to pay for it, so well, what are you supposed to do?
New merch, which is basically what our industry has devolved into. Just take World War Z. Imagine if that was just a full zombie live service game and not what it actually ended up being. There's the upgraded Aftermath edition of the game, and while you may know it as a third-person shooter, did you actually know that it's got a first-person mode? They've added paid content.
I do not remember if I played first-person. I don't think so.
They've added a lot of free stuff, and they seem
a bunch of weapons for a couple of dollars. That's fine.
Healthy model. And this is the takeaway. This is the thing for us all to analyze. Would you rather see artists
Wait, the first time you get into World War Z, it's kind of crazy. There's so many zombies coming in.
Deluge of slop.
Horde mode, golden,
monetize and
okay, golden chargers, okay.
Attention. Because workers in the game industry are going to be working on something. As a lover of video games, I would rather they're working on video games and not on video game merch that you buy inside your decline shrinkflation excuse of a video game.
But to be honest, to be fair, isn't it two different positions, two different roles in the company? There will be people that are developing skins, and then there's people that are actually working on the doing updates for the game. Although I guess there's a lot of priority probably in the cosmetics because they earn way more money,
which is what they too often have devolved into. That's why I'm pretty damn behind the business model this game is going for, even though it's different, even though in some ways it's boring and it's not exciting. But it turns out when everybody is trying to get you hyped for their latest brand collab, being boring and actually a video game is itself exciting. Because, man, I think we're all tired of that other shit. Okay.
Yeah, you do your own,
video, but guess what? There's a lot more. Watch this next.
Starfield Elite Quit has no regrets. Nice. But yeah, guys, make sure to check out... Oh, wait, I'm not subscribed? Oh, that's my different channel. Sorry. Make sure to check out Bellular News. Great guy. I'll attach the link of the video and the channel in the description. Let me know what you think. If you enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe or like, comment, do anything like that. Really helps out the channel for discoverability. But that should be it. So, catch you later. Oh no, I messed up. Oh no. Alright, see you guys. Bye.